Admiral's log. Spain's reach has extended deeper into the heart of Russia, with central and northern territories now firmly under our control. What began as a calculated strike to exploit a weakened foe has resulted in a vast expansion of our empire, stretching our influence into the vast cold expanses of Russian soil. However, this bold expansion has not gone unnoticed. The British, ever vigilant and wary of our growing power, have once again declared war on Spain. Their move is a clear message. They will not stand idly by as we reshape the map of Europe to our will. This new conflict with the British is a reminder that every conquest comes with its own set of challenges. As we fortify our positions in Russia, our navy and armies must now prepare to face a familiar and formidable enemy. The British Empire, with its unmatched naval strength and global reach, presents a significant threat. Yet we have faced them before and emerged victorious, and we're prepared to do so again. The stakes are higher this time, with the vast territories of Russia now in our hands, but I'm confident in our ability to meet this challenge. Spain has proven its resilience time and time again, and this war will be no different. The British will learn that their declaration of war is not a deterrent, but an invitation to witness the full might of our empire. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 20. For this one we're jumping right into a battle. We are fighting a couple of British battleships, and this time around I have access to my new battlecruisers. The new Hooded Horse are finally making their presence known on the battlefield. These 12-inchers, they don't hit that hard, but considering the British ships don't have armor, I think we'll be able to manage. I have 3 of these ships. Well, I have a couple of them in my fleet, they're just not all here. The Robin Lush is another one of these more modern ships. I believe, yep. And then we got the Dollop, which is another one. No, sorry. These are the battlecruisers. This is the battlecruiser Gubben. That's the new one with the 15-inchers, and we got the Dorada. That is a new Hooded Horse class. So we have 2 of them. The rest of it is a lot of DDs, as you can expect. The enemy fleet, I believe, is 2 battleships and a few escorts. So my job with the DDs is to find them, make sure we know exactly how to best approach them, ideally somewhat safely, and very, very quickly dispose of them, because they're making it impossible to proceed with the naval invasion. And of course, the British have that exact goal. These ships are armed with 17-inch guns, very, very dangerous foes, especially considering that they can shoot and pretty much one-shot or two-shot one of my ships. So that's a very, very, very dangerous foe. They can definitely one-shot a DD, but I've also seen them do 1 or 2 shots on battleships. It's extremely, extremely dangerous, these things. Some of my older battleships have perished. I'm not too sad about that because they're very old. And I think that the battle cruisers are going to be able to take up the slack. Gun-wise, they're 12-inchers as well. And of course we have the battle cruiser Gubben with her 15s in that somewhat unusual configuration. Now I think we need to break up the formation of battleships, make sure that they are forced to keep turning, because ideally their turning circle is, or their turning rate is not going to keep up with their ability to turn the guns. If that is indeed the case, it's going to be quite good for me, because it means that they'll not be able to use all of that firepower and all of that potential DPS that they have. So I'm going to be fairly indiscriminate when it comes to throwing up my torps. I just want them out there. And I don't really care if or not we land a hit. I mean, yeah, it'd be great if we can land a hit, because these things, if they start listing, they're going to be much less of a threat. But right now, they're just disruptors. At least this first flight of destroyers. Here's the battle cruisers. You guys are going to engage the lead battleship. You're going to do that too. You can see that one of my DDs is definitely taking a couple of hits from those 8.4s. Oh, the aggressive is lagging behind there, ironically. We have another destroyer screen here. I'm going to push these guys into the fight. These guys are leaving. That's good. You guys can also move in. Oh, really? The one torp that hit was a dud? That's unfortunate. Well, there's more where that came from. And potentially that will cause some hits. New hooded horse over here, engaging with a high explosive. I don't exactly agree with that choice of ammunition, because I think their armor piercing is much more suited to this encounter. Look at that accuracy. 63%. Roar with those 15s. And blow those things to bits before they do the exact same thing to my ships. They seem to be very much focused on the DDs at the moment, so that works very well for me. They're also very much in the process of trying to dodge all sorts of torpedoes. And that is good because it means that those stern turrets are going to take quite a while before they'll be able to effectively join the fight. There's an actual torpedo hit. Very good. That's the DD division that was moving away. You guys, Div 6, let's come in here. Save. And actually, no, not yet. It's a bit chaotic at the moment. I don't exactly know where they're gonna go. Oh, there's the aggressive. Okay, fine. You guys are going to just kind of turn back. Where are the BCs going then? They're kind of dodging. Look at that. Orion has taken some serious hits. She's already lost her conning tower. That's very good news for me, because it means that with both trying to target a destroyer and losing your conning tower, your accuracy is trash. Let's go for HE now, because this thing is now heavily angled away from me. And I think that HE can still bite right into that stern that has no armor. Now the battleships are firing high explosive. That's very good. Oh, Caesar has taken some serious damage. They've taken 4 torpedoes. Yeah, they're not in a good state. Okay. Excellent. Let's torpedo the last, most likely healthy battleship. Save. Smoke. And then there was the other division, the one of the Iron Rats. You're going to start moving to port. Just a bit. Of course, this is going to slow me down with that naval invasion, which has me very concerned. Wales that I currently hold is at extreme risk. If they're able to take Wales back, that's a very, very unhealthy chunk out of my economy. That's not something I want. Going to peace with the British is not an option, as much as I would like. Because as long as you're doing a naval invasion, the game will not allow you to do that. So therein lies the problem. You guys are set to 2 safe. You won't actually launch. There you go. Damien is launched. Gordon is launched. Excellent. Battle cruisers. Switch target. Battleships. Switch target. We do have a couple secondary threats. Yeah, I'll deal with the Leviathan before this thing starts spitting torpedoes at you. Can't have that. Hannibal's taken some serious damage. The other 2 are very badly wounded. This one's still able to shoot and going after the kill zone. So I'm trying to cause a lot of damage on Hannibal over here and forcing this thing to also get out of the fight. Maybe I can force it to list so much that it's not going to be able to shoot. If I don't just, you know, flat out annihilate it. It's definitely doing a great job dodging all of these torpedoes. It's a bit of a hodgepodge formation that we have here. They're making it quite difficult for my torpedoes to actually connect. I do believe we have more destroyers around here somewhere. Yeah, you guys are still reloading. The other div here is reloading. Ah, look at that. Ammo detonation aboard Hannibal. This ship is in a pretty poor state. This destroyer took a couple of torps. Unintended side effect. We got a torpedo or 2. Ooh, good lord. Yeah, and see, that's exactly what I was worried about. That's exactly what I did not want to happen. Because that's going to be a very expensive repair. For a a heavy cruiser that really didn't need to be there. I could have organized that fleet a little different. Battleships, all perfectly healthy, so that's good. We do need this this heavy cruiser out of the fight right now. This thing is starting to annoy me. You're still engaging the heavy cruiser. Okay, switch to HE for the battleships. And pepper the surviving Caesar. Execute. Ooh, Catfish Hunter got very badly bruised. This thing is still a massive threat, because it can still throw torpedoes at me. You already used your starboard launcher, that's unfortunate. Now, surprisingly, these things are actually tougher to kill than their battleships are. Their main belt is worse. It doesn't have the same 9 inches of armor, but everything else has at least some modicum of armor, meaning that it's more likely to shrug off those shells that I keep shooting at it. How's that wounded cruiser? Oh, you're fine. You've contained the flooding, so that's something I don't have to worry about anymore. Their battleship's gonna go down. Okay, you guys get over here. There's the Langara's division. Excellent. One down, one down, one down, one down. Perfect. Switch to the Onion. Sorry, the Orion. It's not the Onion. It's the Orion. Let's deal with that thing. Making sure it's not a threat anymore. Our destroyer's probably not going to survive. Holy crap. You got hit by a 17, right? What hit you? Yeah, 17 inches. But not recently. No, that was definitely in this battle. Okay, retreat. Ooh, down to 8% structural right now. We got torpedoes coming into my fleet now. That's your division. Auto avoid on. I might need to intervene here. Although, you can't really do that much. You're targeting the heavy cruiser. At a 0.3% buoyancy, they're dead. Okay, no more Leviathan. Good lord, look at that battleship. 8% structural. They really fucked that one up. Okay. You're currently targeting Orion. Hannibal's limping around in the back. I can't hit that yet. Okay. So, the Dorado and Gubben. Gubben can definitely reach that. You're going to have to shoot that. And you can continue on your target until it is gone. Did you just flash fire? Yep, something's missing on their bow. These things are expensive. Almost $500,000. Sorry, $500 million. So that's a very nice unit to kill. I'm not sure exactly what Iron Rats is doing. What is your... Oh, you were set to torpedo avoid, and that's probably why you're panicking. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Engines are damaged. A couple HE hits or AP hits, and this thing is going to completely lose structural integrity before it floods. Ooh, ammo detonation. It's even worse for structural integrity. Iron Rats, yep. Dumped their torpedoes into the water, making it even worse for the British. Yeah, I could just line up the shot like that. Beautiful. Okay. So you're toast. You're completely done for. The rest of the battleships are still outside of the range. They're... Yeah, the Hannibal. How about Dorado? Dorado is now in range, so you're going to shoot the battleship. Shouldn't need a whole lot more attention. These torpedoes are about to arrive. Excellent. Toast. Okay, that leaves us with 1 battleship and 2 destroyers. You got big destroyers. 2,358 tons? That's a chunky boy you got there. Even dual barrels. Mark IV? Damn. That thing's no joke. I think I've just unlocked 2,200 tons, maybe 2,400 tons of DD. But they already have it. And moreover, they're at a point where they're fielding them. And what the hell? Yeah, that's 17 inch. 27,000, another 5.5k. There's just no tanking that. No matter how much armor you have, if that slams into your ship, you're gone. This was about 6-kilometer range. Yeah, you'd need about you need about 18 inches of armor to survive that. Which is something that I'm not even sure I can put on that ship. But message received. Oh, they got the Dorado. Damn it. With her final breath as well. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. That was expensive. Alright. Let's mop up the DDs before they kill us with those fancy torpedo launchers of theirs. And finish this fight. I'm not sure how well that naval invasion is going to go. The loss of that battle cruiser and the very near loss of that battleship have me very concerned. If I'm not able to complete the naval invasion that I'm currently in very quickly, I potentially... No. I will definitely lose Wales. Switch to HE now. You're still loading. You're still loading. I'm not sure whether they're just not running. Oh, because they can't. They're only 22 knot destroyers. That's really slow. Tough cookies, though. There's one. Gubbin racing into the fight. It's a bit sad how this German battlecruiser is still the best one that I have. There you go. She did 58k out of 232k. So yeah, she really contributed to this fight. Well done. 60,000 victory points, though. At the loss of a battlecruiser and a destroyer. Not a great outcome, but considering those 17 inches, that could have been a heck of a lot worse. The British are now asking for a peace treaty, and I think I should take it, because at this rate I will lose Wales, and my chance to actually get back at the British is not great. Yeah, it's been reduced to 0, because there is 5 battleships in the way. Alright, gentlemen, we're going to Wales, we're going to get repaired, and we will cancel this naval invasion. If I'm going to continue this war, this invasion is going to push right into Wales and take it back. And that cannot be allowed to happen. Now, regarding the new destroyer design, I have just unlocked the 2400 tons of the modern DD. What I'm kind of waiting for is the better Mark Vs. But pushing the tech budget up, I'm not sure if it's going to go anytime soon. Yeah, it's going to be 6 months. I'd rather have newer DDs now. And make sure that I can replenish my fleet. The amount of ships that I have right now is decent. Here's Gubbin. We got 1, 2, 3 hooded horses in the fleet. There's 4th in the fleet, but this one actually needs to get refit. There's 1 building. Yeah, we need to get working on another one. We also need to upgrade these gentlemen. It's now 1926. Yeah, they definitely need a refit. So, let's have a look. This is the version from 1921. I do need to get that refit to 1926 standards. Not that much has changed for these ships, though. Maybe I can make the guns a little longer, but I think that's about it. They are running oil, so that's fine. They're running crypt armor, that's fine. I don't have a better citadel. There's not that much to change. TNT, I can push them to TNT 3. 2 powder still the same. Loading is the same. With that additional displacement, I guess I can go for a bit of additional armor. But yeah, look at that. If you want to put like 18 inches on there, you're going to need a bit more of a chunky ship, and you can only go up to 14. So let's push this to 12. So we can make that 7. Maybe even 8. No, that's a bit much. Would have been nice, because those British ships are scary. 17 inches. I hope I don't have to fight them anymore. There. Okay, so they get a little bit more armor. They're going to get refit in 2 months. The guns are still only Mark II. These guns are Mark II. These guns are Mark IV. So at least the 4 inchers can potentially hold their own. As for guns, I'm thinking of switching them over to a stereoscopic rangefinder, because that will make them a bit more effective at longer ranges. Although, long range? There isn't that much long range to be had. So that's the new 1926 standard. I might also copy that, so that I can easily build them. And keep in mind, I'm basically using these as heavy cruisers. With their guns, they're just a little bigger than what you can get with a heavy cruiser. The heavy cruisers go up to 11-inch guns. It's just that these have a better hull form. They're a better option. So this is the new Hooded Horse 2. Save that, and now I can easily build those immediately. A little later, I have a battle between a couple of DDs. The Chiskar, the Damien and the Wrath, and the Jock. I decided to auto-resolve it. With ridiculous consequences. It's 3 DDs. It's nothing special. 5.2-inch guns, a couple of torpedo launchers, done. Auto-resolve says you damaged the battleship, you damaged the battleship, you sunk the Irresistible. Okay. You heavily damaged the Queen, you sunk Barfleur, you sunk Argonaut, you sunk Donegal, you heavily damaged their escorts, leading to a simple port defense, giving me 46,000 victory points. And my ships all survived. I think the Auto-Resolve is a better commander for battles than I am at this point. Now, unfortunately, yeah, now Denmark wants to buy them. They've seen what they can do. Unfortunately, they did take Wales. They did take Wales, and there was not a whole lot I could do about it. My fleet was too busy getting repaired. So this port is now once again British. The British economy at large, however, is just melting down. They're at minus 11%, and this number is not exactly going up. Their army logistics is in piss poor condition. And yet, I can't really capitalize on it. They have that massive war fleet. It's currently making its way south. Yeah. DDs, battleships, like the work. Oh, they're also partying with the Germans, apparently. I would like to be able to strike once again at one of these ports. And potentially, I don't know, take over northeast England or eastern England again. But my ships are all over the place. Because they were getting repaired in Wales. And then I lost that port. So now all of a sudden, all my ships are scattered all over the place. And I kind of have to recombobulate the fleet. There's another battleship and the battlecruiser. You guys are going to go back here. The new Hooded Horse getting fixed up. Not surprising. She had a very close brush with death. As for the further expansion into Russia, not much is happening there. I mean, yeah, sure enough, my armies are doing their level best, but sending about 30,000 guys into a fight against, I don't know, a little over 800,000, that's a bit of a mismatch. So that's not exactly going through. The war against the Austro-Hungarians, there's just almost nothing happening there. I'm not sure where their fleet is. I mean, I have a suspicion. Oh, actually, it's not even there. No, right, their fleet was here. They got a battleship, a battlecruiser, and 46 DDs. Good lord. And here's the rest of them. So they're all, I don't know, guarding or going where my fleet used to be. Could be bad news for me, because it could mean that the British are going to be unexpectedly helped out by the Austro-Hungarians. If that happens, there's not a whole lot I can do to fix it. I can just take out as many Austro-Hungarian ships as possible and potentially go to peace with them, so that I don't have to worry about that flank anymore, because right now I'm fighting a war here, and I have to defeat some ships over in the Austro-Hungarian territories. But the Austro-Hungarian ships just generally aren't really at home. So I might as well push these ships in here and have them invade so they do as much damage to the Austro-Hungarian economy as possible and maybe farm some victory points there. So that's it for 1926. Let's see what 1927 is going to bring. Now here's something that's never happened to me before, ever, in a campaign. Our expenses are too high and we will bankrupt. Ignore and continue. Yeah. Why not? I've never had that happen. I'm negative 40 million in naval funds. I believe that what's going to happen is I lose a bunch of naval prestige. and I suddenly get a whole bunch of funding. I hope that that's what's going to happen, or this campaign is suddenly going to be cut short. Naval funds are insufficient. The government is forced to increase naval budget and provide some extra money to cover your urgent expenses. The situation will not be tolerated forever. I have lost a whole 25 naval prestige out of my battery of 2,800. So I should be fine. Let's not keep doing that, though, because at this rate, I'm going to keep bankrupting time and time again. Oh, that's very annoying. Okay, fine. They're attacking Rhodesia. I'm still trying to get at this, but I think it's not going to work. Even though I have a massive fleet here, it's just not going to go through. The British are putting up stiff resistance, but they're still crashing. Their transports are just dying by droves now. So once this thing is done, I'm going to go to peace. Because I need to get funding from the British and potentially just put a whole of my ships in mothballs. My economy is, especially with the loss of Wales, right back to 45 billion, and we're crashing every month, especially with naval capacity or transport cap getting down. So the situation is not looking good for Spain. Finally, we're at peace. Later rather than never, but here we are. Regarding the amount of territory, I could take some territory off of them. But my economy is not spectacular, putting it mildly. And again, it's the same consideration. Like, if I don't take some territory off of them, I'm still going to be in a pretty bad state. So let's take British Somaliland, which I believe is over there, and the rest is going to be money. Okay. Oh, God. Masses of dissatisfied pacifists protest. Like a dissatisfied pacifist. I'm sorry, I'm at war with all these people. I don't have $53 million to spare. Oh, and now the Red Cross urges... We're at peace. Right? Deal with it, Britain. Oh, hello. Okay. We have the Tony Stark over here. This Tony Stark is armed with 16-inch guns. Yeah, I'm not fighting that. That's a bit much. I guess the Austro-Hungarians brought their whole destroyer fleet up. Look at that. 51 DDs? That is bananas. I'm not fighting that. 51 DDs. What are you thinking? Oh, Cyprus would have been interesting to take as well. Regarding the finances, minus 1.5% a month. I'm going to have to relocate the main battle fleet to start dealing with the Austro-Hungarians right about now. Without that, I will probably lose. This fight is just looking stupid at this point. And I don't know. I think it might have to do with the land invasions. Oh, look at this. This is not good. Italy's right on the brink. I cannot make peace with the Soviets. As much as I would like, I cannot make peace with the Soviets. Increase risk reputation here. Because I'm about to face off against also the United States and the the Italians. Only France likes me at this point. You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. Yeah, I know. Let's see if we can at least bolster our reputation with the Italians a little bit before that too becomes a problem. And here's the next player, the United States. Unfortunately, paying them off right now is not a factor, so I'm just going to use them as an ATM. This means we're going to go to war with them. Not great, but we're not looking at a peace treaty anytime soon anyway, so I might as well. At least the reputations have been salvaged a little bit with the Italians, so that's one party I don't have to immediately look into. What's this convoy over here? Right. Considering how well my DDs did against the British battle fleet, let's just auto-resolve that. It's not terrible. Okay. So now the US is trying to get involved. With 2 light cruisers, really. I could try and get at the US here. They have the whole of Arabia? Huh. So that's the port of Dammam. Okay. No, not your mom. Dammam. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm not partying with that. I'm gonna go right here. right here. If I control British Somaliland and put ATGMs or cruise missiles, anti-ship missiles on Yemen, supposedly you can have all sorts of fun in the Red Sea over here. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Looks like we'll have plenty of fight left in the next, as we're going to take and liberate the entirety of the US from the United States. The Arabian group from the United States. As for the United States Navy, do they have a lot? Probably yes. No, they got 25 ships. You've been conquering the world with 25 ships. Right. How the hell did you do that? Also, why am I this bad with Italy? I boosted my reputation by a bit more than that. Maybe the tick-over effect happened so that my reputation, or my war with the US, kicked off a bit of a additional spark with the Italians. Anyway, I'll pull my ships away from there. I don't want to fight them. I just want to make sure that my economy recovers somewhat. And regarding that, I do believe it has to do with the building of these new ships. There's one repairing, that's a DD. Yeah, we're building 2 ships. That's about 19 million in funding right there. Okay, I want you to hit up Barcelona, and I want you there as well. Okay, so next time around, this area. This is going to be our battlefield, and considering the small ports, we can probably easily take them out. Thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more.